No, it started at ECW. Remember Dreamer?
Well,
whatever you know about wrestling, forget.
Yeah, he basically told me right to my face, whatever you ever learned in wrestling, just forget it.
Wow.
Now, because me and Rod, we had to they were doing a pay-per-view, and me and Rod Price was tag teaming up, and we had to go out before the show in a dark match and have a match with Nova, and I ain't sure, it might have been the Amish Roadkill.
Yeah.
We had a tag team match before the actual pay-per-vieiew just so they could get their microphones and all the equipment sound checks and stuff set up. I told Tommy Dreamer, I said, Dreamer, I ain't never in my life done a dark match like this on a pay-per-view. I've always been somewhere on the card. And Dreamer's looked at me just all crazy looking and said, gang, this is ECW. Just whatever you learned in pro wrestling, just forget it. I can still tell him that to this day when I see him at a signing. I said, Dreamer, you remember when me and Rod had to do that dark match? You told me just to forget everything. That was just insane. I mean, here you got
that is crazy.
Here you got two known stars, and you putting them out there in a dark match to do a sound check.
And I don't think we shouldn't even call it a dark match because I don't think they did any filming.
No, they didn't film it, but I just say dark match because it wasn't on the pay-per-view. Basically, just a match so they do the sound check and get their equipment right. That was pitiful.
We were.
Well, I actually was going to ask both of y'all because I know y'all were up there at that point in time, how it was during your time at ECW, and if y'all had anything y'all wanted to talk about related to that, but I guess y'all just covered that part with that story.
My actual time there was enjoyable. All the guys were respectful.
Yeah.
I mean, my whole time there was really good. I just had that one little trouble with Van Dam. Rest of the guys, I didn't have I did have trouble with one guy.
Balls.
Yeah, Balls Mahoney. I had a little trouble with him, but other than that, I mean, all the dudes were respectful, man, and they wanted to ask you questions or something, but other than that, I mean, I didn't have no trouble with Paul or anybody else. My money was always good and never had no bounce checks or anything. So other than that, that's all you can ask for, until my last time I was supposed to went up there and I didn't get a plane ticket. Now, then that was just it. I went to New Orleans to fly out. I walk up there and ask, usually they had a reservation, plane tickets paid for. I get my name and there's no plane ticket. So I guess Paul's figuring I'll pay for it on my end, but I'm not going to do that, because I'll never get reimbursed for it. So I just turned her. Well, I didn't go back home. My wife dropped me off. She was gone, and this is why we didn't have no phones to call each other. So I just sat at the airport. I called home, and the machine picked it up. I told her what happened on the machine, and it was hours and hours later she finally showed up and picked me back up. But. That was my last time. That was my last time there. I never went back after that. So.
Yeah, that started after when they rolled over to the TNT.
TNN or whatever it was.
Yeah, Nashville Network thing.
TNN.
Yeah.
And it's because they calmed down on what made ECW was the difference in violence and whatever, and then they started calming it down for the new channel, and boy, I tell you what, the fans really hated it.
Because they used to have violence and just craziness from them, and then once you got to Nashville Network, you got to watch your P's and Q's, and it was just a whole different show then.
Right, absolutely. It really diluted them.
So I mean, you got. I'm just saying, I ain't saying nothing bad. I ain't mad at nothing.
Yeah.
But here we are, me and Rod. We're there. We very, very seldom even get on TV. Hardly ever. We do house shows for them, but I mean, we very seldom get on TV. But then they bring in Sid Vicious, and man, he's on everything. He's doing the pay-per-views and on TVs and everything. Now here's me and Rod. We can't get on TV for nothing.
I remember that actually. I remember Rod when you were there, and by that point you and I were seeing each other all the time at the gym, and And I was like, God damn, they never put him on TV. And that next week, I remember you're on TV and putting over Van Dam. That was I hadn't seen you in weeks, or maybe months at that point, but I definitely recall that.
I still get fans that question me now, man. Was you in ECW? I don't remember you being there. I'm like, well, because I never made the TV. Because he wanted to put his own talent on there, which I can understand, but, using us on house shows, at least put us on there, a couple little times just so, you possibly go to house shows and people know who you are, I mean, I'd been off of TV a good while, so people forget,
You bet.
But Paul didn't want us on TV for whatever reason. We did a couple little run-ins or something, but other than that, we was hardly ever seen, if ever, on TV, but we did house shows, but other than that was about it.
Yeah.
You know what, Rod, I recall from you, the TVs that you were on, it always seemed like New Jack was stapling you in the head.
Seemed like.
Yeah, that was my gimmick. That's what started the Kotex.
That's why I said that. I was like, now that I think about it, damn, Rod, you were yeah. I don't say that to be mean or funny. I just remember that. It's like it's sticking in my mind now.
That's the truth, man. If I was on TV, I was gashing my head for New Jack.
Yeah, exactly. I always wondered, I mean, I never had no problem with New Jack. I know a lot of guys has, in the past, but I never did. But I always wondered, man, if they would have took that darn cart and all his gimmicks away, I just wonder if he could have really survived in the ring.
No, because of that was like the Sandman. He had his gimmick, and New Jack had his. You take away the beer and the stick away from Sandman, he's just another guy. Yeah,
you're right. Man, New Jack coming in, and New Jack didn't really have much regard for your head either. He'd waylay you with him gimmicks too.
Yeah, you had to beware.
Yeah, you had to beware for sure. Ain't no doubt about that.